Today's video, coolant leak. Hello, I'm Eugene Torto, this is ET Garage, and like I was saying, today's video is about a coolant leak. And I got to try and figure out where it's coming from. It's coming from in a really odd spot. Looks like it might be the radiator. I can't see anything right now. I don't have one of those coolant pressure testers where you pump it up and apply pressure to the coolant system. So what I'm going to do is start the car, let it run, get up the temperature, and see if I can spot the leak that way. It seems like it might only be leaking like one of those leaks where when you shut it off, that's when it leaks. So I'm going to get this thing warmed up and start looking for the leak. I'm hoping it's not from the radiator. It's like a hose or something. It's kind of in an odd place. It's like leaking over where there's no coolant should be leaking. During the summer, I did have this hose, which is for the coolant bypass, or the where the coolant goes through the throttle body. I have it bypassed, and that hose split open. I just to repair it, I just cut the hose back from where it was sliced, and that seemed to fix it. It's possible that's leaking and it's shooting down, but I don't see that. It doesn't seem like it. If I have to, I'll replace this. But right now I just got to find out where the leak is. So it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of funny where it's at. But let me get this thing started and let it warm up, and we'll see what happens. Alright, that didn't take long. Apparently it's coming from this upper hose where it connects to the radiator inlet, upper inlet. And I can't tell if there's a tear in the hose, or the clamp isn't just tight enough, or if it's possibly that connector on the radiator that is also leaking. So I'm gonna have to drain the coolant, remove it. I'm also getting one heck of a rattling noise, mechanical rattling noise. It's not internal, it's external. And so I'll have to check that out. Could be just something rattling, the exhaust or something. But I'm gonna check care of the coolant leak first and then worry about that some other time. I'll move the camera around and get you a better picture. Let me do that. There, I don't know if you can see it there. You can see the coolant down there, but you might be able to see it dripping. But, I will show you a video I took with my inspection camera underneath where it was bubbling out while it was running. But basically, I need to drain it and take this upper hose off. Now, I don't need to drain the system completely. I just need to drain enough to get that upper hose off. So I'll get to draining that and inspect the hose. All right, I think I got lucky, if you want to call this luck, but I am finding anything wrong with the hose, and I'm not finding anything wrong with that water neck that I can see. Doesn't mean it isn't. So the only thing I can think of is this clamp. One of these spring-loaded clamps is losing, this type of clamp is losing its tension, and I'll go to this style clamp, which I had on the other end of the hose. So I'm going to go to this hose, and I'm also going to put a little, I have this sealer water pump. It's basically made for, it's an RTV that's designed for the coolant system. So like your water pump gaskets or anything like that. I don't know if I want to put that on here or not. I'm a little leery of putting that on there because what I'm worried about is never get this thing off. And unless I don't want to, like if it was on that aluminum housing, I'd be all right. But on the plastic part of the radiator that comes out that this hose hooks to, that then you have to work this off and you have to worry about breaking that plastic part. So I don't know. Let's see what I got and to put it on there besides that. And we'll put it back on. I'll refill it, refill the system, start the car up, let it run, and set the system pressurize. And hopefully that takes care of the leak. All right, the hose is back on. I didn't film taking it off, putting it on. It's pretty simple. 2 clamps, pop the hose off, whichever method you want to use. Put either a new one on or like I did. I actually think it's possible I could have reused that clamp I was using. That was fine. It just wasn't, it seemed like the hose could have been slipped on a lot more further. But I went and used the clamp that I showed. And what I'm going to do filling it, I use this to drain the coolant into. But I don't like using it to dump it back into the coolant system. It's a little clumsy holding the pan and the funnel and lining everything up. It's better. I find it's better to just put a funnel in here and drain this pan into a gallon jug, and then fill this with the gallon jug. I find I'm less likely to spill it. I mean, if you got a big funnel and you got someone to hold that funnel for you while someone else pours the pan in, that'll work. Less likely to spill it all over the place. But I figured I'd just give that as a tip. We'll get this filled and then start the car and get the system pressurized and make sure I took care of that leak, I hope. All right, that worked. It's not leaking. Everything's nice and dry. Of course, I'm going to have to add more coolant to the cooling system once it cools down. That's no biggie. I figured out what that rattle is. Before I go into that, I did end up using good old Permatex #2 on the hose when I put that on. I've used this stuff in the past with hoses, and it seems to work really good. Leak's taken care of. I got lucky. It was something simple. I didn't need a new hose. That hose really isn't that old either, I don't think. Maybe a couple of years. So I'm glad it wasn't the hose. Nothing serious. And I'm going to take you around. Remember I was talking about that rattle? I found out what that rattle is. So I'll take you around the other side and show you. Okay, I found the rattle. I'll leave a link to the video I did where I changed out the pulleys and I used a different length belt. But it's pulling this up. This belt here is pulling this up enough where this rattles against here. This piece here. Hopefully you can see that. And this is basically, see if I can duplicate it somehow without the engine running. It only does it at idle. See how that's coming up and going like that? That's what's causing it. So I can either try and find a belt that's like a 1/4 inch shorter or something, or I can just grind away that aluminum piece right there so it doesn't smack up against it. That's probably what I'll do. Just grind this part back, and that should take care of that rattle. It's only at an idle. When you rev it up, it goes away, so it ain't no big deal. All right, that turned out to be an easy fix, thank God. Of course, it would have been better if it didn't leak at all. But yeah, basically I just changed this clamp out and to this style clamp, and I put a little Permatex #2 on there, and slid the hose up further. I think it's possible that hose was back a little bit, and I could have just slid it up and redid the clamp. I've had this clamp on there for quite a long time though, no problem. But anyway, I got this type back on, and everything seems to be good. And I'll take care of that rattle, which is going to be another easy fix. And let me see, next video, I got the car up on jack stands, and next video I'll go over that. I'm going to do a video on an easy project to do during the wintertime on your C4 Corvette, and then some more serious stuff in the back of the car. But Meantime, everybody have a great day and God bless.